Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing? We are going to go live tonight before Pontoon Jody's challenge. I've got some. Hold on, camera skills. Got some time to waste. Jody's challenge. I've got some. Hold on, camera skills. I got some time to waste because I met some gentlemen at the dock and they were generous enough to give me some bait, so I didn't have to drop the gill net. I thought it was going to take me a while, but it didn't. So I'm going to turn the camera around and I'm going to drop some baits. See if we can catch some monsters before the challenges. Just to see what's in the water. I'll tell you a story about that here in just a second. Uncle Lou, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. I figured I had some time to kill before Jody's challenge, so I'd go ahead and go live for about an hour, hour and a half. Amanda Bronner, 351. What's going on, y'all? I know we haven't been out here for a while. But so I wanted to go live for a little bit and before Jody's challenge and see if we can catch anything. Got a story to tell about that one in just a second. I'm going to turn my camera around. Give me 1 second. Because I do have another device with me tonight. So I'm going to try the back camera to see how good it looks. Terry Stanfield, thanks for coming in. Indiana Chris, thanks. Appreciate it. Let me get my baits hooked up and give me a thumbs up if everyone can hear me okay. I believe I brought my AirPods. If I need to get better audio. But all right, awesome, thank you. All right, let me get these rods baited up and see what we got. I appreciate everybody coming in. I hope everybody's having a fantastic week. I know I am. I have been off all week, working on posting a new video. That is daunting, y'all. I tell you. Most of you probably already know that, but you gotta go through all the footage that you shoot. Of course, then you have to, go through and pick out what you want. And then you got to go splice it all together. And if you have multiple angles, multiple views, you got to go through both cameras. It is it's not easy, but I'm gonna get through it. Oh, these guys gave me some nice chunks of bait. We're gonna go donkey bait tonight. Might as well tell you a story about why in just a minute. I'm gonna drop this pole. So this is the Ancient Mariner Challenger rod. See if I can get it there in the camera angle. With the 6000 bait caster, blue. This is my suspended rig. I'm going to drop it straight down. We are in 52 feet of water, roughly. We'll see what we can do. So when I got out here, I came out here, I wanted to get on the water around 7 o'clock. I wanted to get the boat in the water Valerie Irwin, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. I wanted to get the boat in the water before 7 because I had to come out here and catch some bait. And I knew it could take me a while. Catching shad this time of year is not the easiest. I do have some other bait, but I'm saving that for Jody's challenge. So I am set for bait for probably the evening. This is the other Ancient Mariner Challenger rod. It's the original one I got with the black handle. They're both 7'6" medium heavies. This one has a Triple City Angler spook on it. Got a 5-ounce disc sinker on a snap swivel with an 8-aught Gamakatsu circle hook, octopus circle hook. Santee Cooper rig, of course. Throw this out. And see what we can do. Where the line looks on this one. Looks like it got rats nested at some point and didn't get fixed. I will fix that right now. So, I am fishing at Jody's challenge tonight, Amanda. I had this week off. Like I said, I took this week off because it's my wife's birthday. Matter of fact, today is her birthday. Got up early, got my son on the bus, let her sleep in, got her some coffee, made her some breakfast, took her to lunch. I was going to make her dinner, but I had to get the boat hooked up to the truck. So we bought stuff for dinner. I'm going to make it tomorrow night. And so she is now at home, hopefully maybe watching. And well, thanks, Amanda. Appreciate that. I will let her know if she's watching. Hopefully she's watching. Let's see, disc sinker. This one is going to be on the bottom, so I'm going to put it on the finger slide. So anyway, I got here at 7 o'clock. Now, just after 7 actually, to get the boat in the water. Had to run up and down the stairs 3 times because I am just forgetful. But anyway, got everything taken care of. When I got down the last time, there was a couple of guys. There's about 3 guys that were at the boat ramp. Oh, this rod is my wife's Big Cat Fever rod, and this is going to be on a PC Fun Owner X. She likes the spinning or the spinning reels. I prefer bait casters, but I'm not going to complain. So anyway, I get here, and there are 3 guys pulling up in kayaks. And So I'll drop 3 rods for now. Off the Hook Outdoors, what's going on? So there was 3 guys in kayaks that pulled up to the boat ramp, and the first thing they said to me is, "Hey, you have a scale?" I said, "Well, matter of fact, I do." And then he pointed to the bottom, to the floor of his kayak, and he had a pig in the bottom of his kayak. So I grabbed my scale. I grabbed my net because I didn't have anything to weigh it in. Oh, I'm just trying to figure out where my net was. Mid-Tennessee Hogcatcher, what's going on? We got 10 awesome people watching. Thank you all so much. I'm just going to go live till about 9:30, and then I'm going to jump over to Jody's channel. Got a couple of things I got a pole I got to rig up to take care of. And I'll probably start at this spot anyway. But anyway, so they pulled up with that huge fish in the bottom of the kayak. I got the scale out. We weighed that thing. It was just shy of 50 pounds. And they said they caught it in this general area where I'm at and where I'm heading. So that is a fantastic sign. I know they're out here. He said they were packing everything up. They were packing everything up, and they were heading to come in, and that was the last rod he was getting ready to reel in, and it got buried. He said it pulled him a good portion of the way up or down river, so he didn't have to do as much work to paddle his way down river. Absolutely, Valerie. Sorry if I'm a little behind on chat. Trying to get everything in the water. I got 3 poles in the water right now. That's all I'll have out for right now. But anyway, we got the fish weighed just shy of 50 pounds. He let the fish go alive. Fantastic catch, photograph, release. He let me take a picture of it. It's on my phone, so I don't know that I can share it with you right now. But I'll try to show it on Jody's channel tonight. Hopefully I catch one just as big. But yeah, he said they were just coming in, and last rod to reel in, and he got it in the kayak. And after we got done, I said, "Are you all finished?" He goes, "Yeah, we're already packing it." And they lived in Lexington, Virginia, which is about a 2-hour drive, they said. And I was like, "Well, do you guys have any bait left over?" He goes, "Yeah, we got a little bit. We got some chunks, and so they gave me probably 2 or 3 whole cut up shad, a whole shad, and then I got another a frozen one that's in a bag. He just opened this evening, so I had some time to waste. I mean, you couldn't ask for better people. Paul Boyd, what's going on? Avid fisherman, how you doing, man? Thank you all so much for coming in. We got 14 awesome people watching. I know we haven't been live lately. Our schedules have been hectic. I've been off all week. This is the first time I've had the opportunity to get out here and fish. My wife and I will be fishing in Rogers couples tournament this weekend. We're fishing on Sunday. So we're looking forward to that. I bought some hoodies, and I'm gonna put our logo. I'm gonna make some hoodies for me, Sean, Ryan, Landon, my wife, and my daughter as well. So we're gonna have some Team Snag and Whisker hoodies I'm making. It's getting cold out here, and they're cooler out here right now, and we need something to keep us warm. Real-time catfishing. Mr. and Mrs. Parker, how y'all doing? Thanks for coming in. I really appreciate it. I've only got 3 rods in right now. I don't want to use up all my bait. For bait tonight, I have some hickory shad, some thawed hickory shad from the gentleman I met at the dock. They got cut up gizzard shad and 1 whole gizzard shad that they gave me. I got plenty of bait. And then I've got, then I got some live bluegill. Sorry about I tend to have train wrecks in my head. But anyway, I got 5 live bluegill. So I'm going to put those on my suspended rods. I'm going to try to suspend 2 rods tonight. The Hellcat rod is going to be one of them once I get a hook on it. But I was in Stan Day or Friday Night Chat on Stan's channel, two Stans, and Epic popped in with Palmetto Cats was in there. I came in after he did, and Epic was talking, and I was getting ready to pop out because I had to go. My wife had just gotten home, and so I was going to go say hi to her. And Epic and I really got introduced at that point, and he was telling me to to enjoy the journey on the James. The James is a great fishery, and he was explaining a couple of things and got talking about bait, and he said that squid would be a great bait on this river. And so if Epic says it, it's pretty much gospel. So I brought 2 boxes of California squid. I got them from our local bait shop, and I will be using those whole. So hopefully that does some good for us tonight. I appreciate everybody coming in tonight. We got 14 awesome people watching. YouTube auditor, what's going on? Is Jody live right now? I didn't see if anybody else was live. I know. Wait. I'm sorry. It's not Roger's couples tournament. It's Chad's couples tournament. Scratch that. Reverse it. Chad's couples tournament. I think he's live tonight talking about the couples tournament. Oh, no? Okay. But I'll tell you what. Yeah, so we were going to do the TSW versus TSO this Saturday, but my wife wanted to have her birthday celebration for friends and family to come over on Saturday. So I'm going to have to reschedule again with Daryl, but we will get that scheduled before the Battle of the Rivers. I promise you. It's getting to a time of the year where the fishing's going to be great, and we should have put on a fantastic show for y'all. So I'm just going to stay in this one spot for right now. Well, I guess while I'm waiting, still got 14 awesome people watching. Thank y'all so much. I'm going to get my other rod set up. And I guess let's see, that's dropped it. Oh. I tell you what, folks, it is a beautiful night tonight. Today was almost 80 degrees here in Richmond. I live just south of Richmond in Chesterfield County. But, of course, my watch is dead. But we call it Richmond anyway. So, it was almost 80 degrees today, and right now, I don't think it's supposed to be, I think the low is supposed to be like 57. Got some fish jumping out here. We might have some sturgeon jumping here in a little while. I hope that aerator for my live well isn't too loud. It's right behind the camera. If it's bothering anybody, just let me know and I'll turn it off. sinker slide. I try to get all of our gear in blue or white because, of course, that's our colors. But and I'm using two of my wife's rods tonight. Her Hellcat rod, the green Hellcat rod, and her Catch the Fever rod, just so I had more rods to use. You know, the more rods you put out, the better your odds. But I'm tying on a snap swivel right now, which is how I tie all of our main lines. I put a sinker slide on, and I tie a snap swivel on, just for the versatility. That way, I can change from a Santee Cooper leader and have my weight on the snap swivel, where I can make the weight static, or I can unhook it, take out the Jersey Cats Fishing Adventures. How are you doing? Thanks for coming in. Or I can take off the take the weight off the snap swivel, take that leader off of the Santee Cooper, and just put a straight line leader on, a straight leader, nothing on it, and put my weight on the snap swivel and let it slide, or the sinker slide. And so I've just changed my my gear. I can do it in a matter of seconds. So it's versatile. I like it. Well, I have not caught anything yet. I just got 3 poles out. I don't want to use up all my bait. I got Jody's challenge tonight that I'm going to be fishing at 10 o'clock. But I had some time since the story I told a little bit ago was I met some guys at the dock. They pulled in a 50-pound blue, and they didn't have a scale. So I waited for them, and they gave me all their leftover shad, so I didn't have to drop the net, which I figured was probably going to take me a couple of hours tonight at least. So they were nice enough to give me the bait, so I didn't have any. I didn't have anything else to do. I wanted to go live and see how y'all were doing tonight. But I'm sure, I know the fish are out here because, like I said, they had a 50-pound blue not far from this location. But this is where I'm going to fish for right now for the live, and then I'll move. If I don't catch anything, I'll move 15 to 20 minutes into Jody's live. I'm just going to go downriver. I'm anchored up in my Bayliner Element, and we will see what happens. But yeah, so I got 5 rods tonight that I'll be using. And as I stated, I got cut gizzard shad. I got some hickory shad. I got 5 live bluegill, which I'm gonna put on my suspended rods. And then I've also got 2 boxes of Ashley Brady. Miss Ashley, how you doing? 2 boxes of squid. I'm gonna try on the recommendation of Epic Catfishing. He said that should do good in these waters. So if Epic says it, like I said, take it as gospel. A man knows what he's talking about. Hope everybody can see the rods okay. My water bottle. This camera is this back camera's got a wider view apparently. Miss Ashley, thanks for coming in. Oh, the water temperature tonight is 62.8. It's a little chilly, too chilly for the flatheads, I believe, but the blues are going to be biting. Oh, really? The lighter colored rods for my nighttime fishing videos gives a good visual for the. Yeah. So our sponsor is Ancient Mariner, and usually when we're out on the boat fishing with Sean and myself, we're using all Ancient Mariner gear, and all of his rods are black. So, 217, what's going on? So that's what we do. I'm going to try some things. I know if anybody I'm seeing, of course, everybody knows who Black Betty is. Danny Stone Outdoors, his fishing rod. He has some lights that go on it. I want to see if I can do something like that for these Ancient Mariner rods. Okay. Wow, 75-degree water temp. I got you. I appreciate everybody coming in. Hopefully, we can put a fish in the boat for you before the challenge starts. Like I said, I know they're out here because I got a picture of one about 30, 45 minutes ago. I got some big chunks on the hooks right now. I got A-dot circle hooks, octopus circle hooks on 30-pound whisker seeker monofilament with 80-pound leader line. I've got one. Let me see if I can pull up. I've got one rod here. The blue handle Challenger rod is suspended straight down on a suspended rig. I've got the Catch the Fever rod right here, number 2, going from left to right. So rod number 1 is the Challenger rod, Ancient Mariner. Rod number 2 is the Catch the Fever rod that's got a big chunk of shad on it. And right now, rod number 3 is the other Ancient Mariner Challenger rod, the original black handled one. And that's got just a big body section of shad on it. Disappointed that my watch is dead. I thought it would last longer than that. Anyway. Yeah, the temperature was beautiful today. I was sweating when I was working around the house doing some things, trying to set up one of our rooms that we don't really use that much into a YouTube studio, so that I have a place to do. I can do Jody's. I can host Jody's challenge when I'm not fishing it, and I can do. We can maybe shoot a little bit of shoot some videos in there for on anybody else's show. Anyway, trying to set that up. So I thank y'all very much for coming in. I know we've missed being out here. Sean and I are just really, really busy, but we are going to definitely get out here more and get up some more content. We're still trying to reach that 500 mark. We are at 463, so we're not that far away. We're 37 away from 500, so that we can get that community page. Once we get the community page, as most of you will know, we can share out other people's channels, and that's what this is all about. Helping each other out while doing what we love to do. Butterflies and sunshine. Hey, how you doing? Thank you so much. I appreciate you coming in, and thanks for wishing me good luck. I think I've the 2 times that we have been TSW has been in Jody's challenge. We have won Jody's challenge with a good showing each time. The first time was Sean and I put together with Ryan, and the second time I was out here by myself. But there's a lot of pressure now. I've got a third time. This is only the third time we've done it, so I've got to represent TSW in the James River and pull in another win tonight. My wife is trying to text me, I believe, but my phone is turned around, so I don't know. Let me pull up. I guess I can pull up her text from here. Yeah, my wife is definitely my director when I'm doing stuff like this. So she's giving me tips and advice. Q17 says I was crappie fishing this morning, then went smallie fishing this afternoon. Nice. Yeah, it was a beautiful day here in Richmond. Here the coyotes are out. Like I said before, we are in 52 feet of water. Water temp is 62.8. I've got a plethora of bait for this evening. Nice. Yeah, I think this is probably going to be one of the last nice week and a half that we're going to have for a while. Once we get into wintertime, it's going to start getting cold. I'm not marking anything in this spot. This is a deeper hole. Well, actually, I don't know. My depth finder's showing me numbers on the bottom, but I don't know that I believe it. But the sturgeon, I believe, are out tonight. There was something that just shuffled on the water, on the surface. I'm waiting for the sturgeon to start jumping. That will happen. That's been happening. It usually happens in the fall. They make their run up the river. Avid said he slept all day. Oh, you work graveyard. Wow. I'll tell you, when I first got out of college, I worked a job. My schedule was 5 p.m. to 2 a.m. I loved it. Although I didn't always work till 2 a.m. Most of the time I was working till 3, 4, sometimes till 7 in the morning. But when I did get off at 2 a.m., I could go home and sleep, get up around 10 o'clock in the morning, and have the entire day to do whatever it was that I do. So I love that 5 p.m. to 2 a.m. schedule. Now I'm 5 days a week, 8:30 to 5, which I don't mind because I love my job. I think I got plenty of bait. I should probably throw out a couple more rods since I've got y'all wonderful people watching me. I'm going to trim them down a little bit, though. They're a little big for my liking. Sorry about that, folks. Yeah. So this rod right here is the 7-foot Ancient Mariner Leviathan rod. It's got the foam grip. It does have a plastic reel seat. I mean, the eyes are the same thickness. I love this rod because it's medium heavy, but these eyes are thick. I love these. I absolutely love these. So let me unwind this one a little bit. And this one's also got a Triple City spook on it. For me, essentially, these spooks at this point are because there's no current right now and I'm not dragging. So they're just acting as floats on my Sandy Cooper rigs. Gotta clear the scales off that. 14 awesome people in here. Thank you all so much for coming in. We really appreciate it. I'm going to drop the link in just a minute, like I told Sean I would. I just keep talking and haven't done it yet. So give me a second. Oh, we got 15 people. Give me a second. Let me drop this link real quick. I'll let y'all still look at the fishing poles while I do it. What's going on? 14 awesome people watching. Put this back on my stand here on my tripod. Make sure it's Fishing Local 252. How you doing? 15 awesome people watching. I got 4 rods out. I'm getting ready to put out a 5th. Zero at the moment. 0 fish at the moment. 17 awesome people. But I know they're out here because I helped some gentlemen weigh a 50-pounder at the dock, and they let it go in this general area. So I'm excited. I know they're out here tonight. Let me get my light up a little bit more. I think I turned it down a little bit. Is it at 100%? Oh, still lightning. Let's stick with yellow. Let me get this other rod out real quick. This Hellcat. Like I said, hopefully we'll pull in the fish tonight while we're together before we head over to Jody's channel for the Flathead Challenge. This one's a Hellcat rod. This one's just got a Shakespeare Tiger spinning reel on it. But it's a medium heavy Hellcat. There we go. Oh, I didn't change my lights, so I'm fishing it. Wow. Yeah, I had to, last time when Sean and I were out, when we were fishing Jody's Flathead tournament, last week? Last weekend or the week before that, I don't remember. I noticed towards the end of the night, our Compex light was getting a little dim. So I took the battery, the car battery that we used, into my garage yesterday afternoon, and it's been charging ever since. I just pulled it off before I came out here, so hopefully it lasts. If not, I'll be fishing in the dark myself. All right, so now I got all 5 of my poles out. And for those of you that just came in, I'm sorry to hear that, Evan. Hope everything works out. For those of you who just came in, I was telling a story earlier that when I got here, there was 3 gentlemen in kayaks that pulled up to the dock that had an absolute pig in there in the bottom of the kayak. They didn't have a scale, so I helped them out. The fish weighed just shy of 50 pounds in the net, and the net is aluminum, so it only weighs like half a pound. And so, I think I might be getting a bite. I'm rod 3, but I can't. No, I'm just seeing something. But I helped them out, and then afterwards they were getting ready to pack everything up, and I asked them what they used for bait, and they said shad. And I said, you don't happen to have any left over, do you? Because I was coming out early to put the gill net down so I could get some fresh shad. And they just happened to have some shad that they had caught this evening, and it's in chunks, all but one of them. So it's basically fresh. It's caught this evening, except for one guy had some hickory shad that he had frozen. But so I got a lot of cut up shad, one whole shad. I'm in business. I got 5 live bluegill, and then on Epic Catfishing's recommendation, Tim said use squid. Squid would do well in the James River. So I bought 2 boxes of squid. And if it does well, I'm going to buy some more for Saturday for Chad's tournament. Because my wife and I are fishing the couples tournament on Sunday. I got some person apparently working on building something in there at their house. I got power tools out here. Trophy Seeker Outdoors. Who is this guy on my YouTube? Must be a greenhorn. Yeah, I'm still new. What's going on, Daryl? Thanks for coming in. I was telling everybody a little bit ago I had to reschedule our challenge, our 1v1 TSOB versus TSW again. But hopefully we'll get it towards the end of this month before the Battle of the Rivers. But I got five rods out right now. I will be live for about another 37 minutes. Then I'm going to jump over into Jody's channel, and I'm going to be fishing the challenge and trying to host at the same time. So it's going to be interesting, but we'll see what we can do. So I got 5 rods out. The number one over here, if you can't see it, the blue tip or the blue handled Challenger rod, Ancient Mariner Challenger rod, is suspended straight down. All have shad on them, cut shad, and the rest of them are away from the boat. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Daryl. Hopefully he gets better. I saw you post something he was getting better, so hopefully that continues. Come on, big fish energy. I want to pull in a nice big one before Jody's challenge. And those coyotes out here sound like people screaming. We got 15 awesome people watching here tonight. We are in 53 feet of water. Water temperature is 62.8 degrees. I've got sturgeon jumping. And again, if that aerator from my live well is irritating anybody, just tell me and I'll shut it off. Yeah, so this is going to be spot number 1 for tonight. This is the actual deep hole in this general area. Everything else is... All right, Daryl, thanks for popping in. Hold on, let me change this camera around. I don't like that I can't see anybody. Just in case anybody's in the basement, I'm not going to be able to see them. Let me change my camera around real quick. All right, sorry, folks. There we go. Now I can see if Sean pops into the basement at all. He's at one of his kids' volleyball games, sporting activities. So he said he'd pop in on his way home if he could. I was hoping I'd get some action here at the deep hole, but it doesn't look like. I don't see anything. There's not much on my radar here, but it only takes one. Only takes one. Water temperature is good enough for them to start biting. They're going to start wanting to eat up before it gets too cold. I should plug my AirPod case in. Excuse me again, folks. So that I can use my AirPods in a little while. AirPod, I should say, because I think it was probably sometime this spring. I was out with my son, and long story short, I ended up dropping one of my AirPods in the water. So I've only got one. Excuse me. That case with that AirPod has also been washed in the washing machine and dried twice, 2 stands, 2 times. So, oh. Fish on, fish on. Fish off. He dropped it, I think. Dang it. That was a nice bite, too. was on the Catch the Fever rod. Well, that's one bite. Hopefully that is a sign of things to come this evening. I'll let it sit out there for a few more minutes just in case he wants to come back and check it out again. Dang. Depew Rob, what's going on? Rob, how you doing? Big Slim 91, what's going on? Thank you all for coming in. Just had a bite. Haven't caught any fish yet. I've had poles in the water for about 45 minutes. I initially started with 3, but then I added 2 more. So I decided to put all 5 in there since I have plenty of bait for this evening. And I just got my first bite. I'm excited. I think there's some big fish in this area tonight. Thank you all so much for coming in. Ed Evans, how you doing? I'm pre-fishing, Ed. No, but we did have a nice bite, Valerie. I felt it when I started tugging, and then it dropped off. I couldn't tell. It was weird. I don't know if it was a flathead. I didn't feel a head shake. It was just heavy. And then after I put the rod back in the rod holder, I appreciate it, Ed. I'm rooting for you too. As soon as I put the rod back in the rod holder, well, I'm rooting for me as well, Ed. I've got to. This is the third go around. I've got to see if I can pull out a third win in as many tries. That would be awesome. I would love it. Yeah, Ed Evans stickers are awesome. Jody sent me a message the other day with a picture of the envelope with her stickers she's mailing me. Always give her a hard time about that. And give that rod a few more minutes, and then I'm going to reel in and make sure that bait's still there. Make sure it didn't come off. I appreciate y'all coming in. We got 15 awesome people. I appreciate you coming in and giving us a watch while before we try Pontoon Jody's challenge. See if we can pull out another win. I will say I'm proud of our efforts in this challenge. The first time we ever did it, all blue cats, we pulled in 204 pounds of fish, and that record still stands to this day. And we did that back in the spring, so it's not like it's been a years old record. We did it back in the spring. The second time I was out here by myself, I pulled in, it was on my birthday. I pulled in a 42 pounder on my 40. Well, I think it was the night before my 42nd birthday. I think that was the first fish I pulled in. But yeah, 42 pounder for my 42nd birthday. I did pull in a fish that night, at midnight on my birthday. That was awesome. But yeah, so those are the 2 times I was out here by myself. The second time, and I pulled in 156 pounds of fish. I also had my PB that night. It was a 46. Well, I had my PB the first night because I pulled in. My PB at that point was 28. The first time Sean and I ever did have participated in Jody's challenge. And that night, the first night we participated, we pulled in a bunch of, like I said, we had over 200 pounds of fish. So and they were all blues. So it was a bunch of 20 pounders. But the last 45 minutes, Daryl can attest because he had Roger Muskrat out on his boat, and Muskrat was winning by like 50 points. They thought they had it in the bag. We pulled in 3 fish in the last 45 minutes, a 42 pounder, a 41 pounder, and a 31 pounder, and I think there was a 20 pounder in there as well. So we were down by, I think, 50 to 60 points. We ended up winning by like 20 points. So that was awesome for our first night ever doing it. That was fantastic. That was so much fun. And then the night I was out here by myself, the night for my birthday, the first fish I pulled in was a new PB, which was 46 pounds. She's watching. So, yeah, she's watching right now. She's probably got it up on the TV upstairs in the bedroom. But, yeah, I really appreciate her. We have a fantastic relationship. I love you, honey. We've been married for almost 17 and a half years. And we get along like we were still newlyweds. It's awesome. It's fantastic. But she encourages this. She'll even come out with me every now and again to go fishing. And so that's always fun. Like I said, this weekend we're doing Chad's couples tournament. So I'm looking forward to that. I think she is too. That's gonna be fun. The one thing I know she's not looking forward to is waking up and getting out on the water by 7 o'clock so we can get some fresh bait, because we're gonna have to come out and catch some shad that morning. Water's gonna be cold, so it might be a little difficult, but we're gonna give it a shot. Let me reel this rod in to see if the bait's still there. Yep, that was a head piece too. Get that back out there. All right. Let's see what that does. Yeah, we just, I like that phrase though. My wife never really fished much before. I mean, even since we've been together, and I just really started picking up fishing the last couple of years. And Sean and I have only been fishing for about a year now. So, yeah, I love it. I love it. When we're out here and it's a beautiful day, an evening going into a sunset, I'm like, there's only one thing better than being out on the water like this, and that's being out on the water with the person you love. There's just nothing like it. When we come out with the family, the kids are catching fish. We came out here last July 4th. We were just down probably about, I don't know, 100 yards downriver from this spot, double anchored. And let me show you. See those lights over there? It's called the lily pad. Oh, that glare. Anyway, those lights in the distance, it's a restaurant on the water. It's called the Lily Pad. Not a big fan of that place just because there used to be some good fishing. I'm sure there probably still is, but there's a lot of boats that traffic that area during the day, especially during the summertime, and I don't know that there's a lot of fish in that area. Plus, there's a lot of hang-ups on the dock. But anyway, we were out here on July 4th last year, and we were fishing, and we thought we were going to be able to see the fireworks from the city, but we couldn't. But the lily pad shot off some fireworks. So, I mean, I was out here with my family. We were fishing, catching fish, watching fireworks. It was a beautiful evening. Tighten that line real quick. Oh. But for those of you who just came in, point it this way so you can see me. I can see the Hellcat rod. I'll turn it if I get a bite on it. But got 14 awesome people in here right now watching. Gonna be live for probably about another 18 minutes. Hopefully we'll pull a fish into the boat before then. But anyway, I'd love for y'all to see all right, Valerie, thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Wow, I was saying something I don't remember. That's one of those train wrecks in my head. Oh, for those of you that have come in and didn't hear the bait selection, I've got 5 live bluegill. Hopefully they're still alive. They were before we got out on the boat. I've got a bunch of cut up gizzard shad and a couple of hickory shad that some guys at the dock gave me. And then I've got 2 boxes of squid on the recommendation of Epic Catfishing from Tim. He said that he thinks squid would work really well in this area on the James River. So we're going to give it a shot and see what happens. If Tim says it, it's got to be true. Man, I've been staying up way too late on my vacation. But I'm having a good vacation. Not having to go into work, spending time with my family. Of course, my wife still has to work, but the kids were out of school yesterday. But both my kids are teenagers, so I think my daughter actually went to work when my son was, I think, in his room pretty much all day or on his iPad. So still got 13 awesome people in here. We really appreciate you coming in. Like I said, if you don't mind, share us out. Tell your friends about our channel. We are 37 subs shy of the 500 mark. We're hoping to do a couple of giveaways on our 500 mark. But more importantly, we want to be able to use our channel to promote everybody else. And with a community tab, you can do that. I'm not 100% up to snuff on what the community tab can do, but I do know that you can share other people's channels on your tab. So share other people's channels so that other people in your community and your team, on our team, you all can see what if we share somebody else's show or information out. So that's what we're looking forward to. I know we need to be more diligent about putting content out there. We're trying. It's not easy, as those of you that have put out videos know, but we're making it work. So thank you all for being part of the team. We greatly appreciate it. and we hope that we look forward to bringing more people over onto the team here on YouTube. Sean does have a TikTok page or a TikTok channel or whatever you want to call it. I do as well, but I'm not going to post anything. Sean does the TikTok. I post our stuff on my Facebook page. So that gets us out there on those platforms. But as far as lives go, we're just going to stick to YouTube. If that changes, we'll let you know. But all right, Ed, thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. We will see you shortly. Still got 12 awesome people watching. There's fish stirring. They're stirring along the surface of the water. So for those of you who aren't aware, my PB is for a flathead is 17 pounds. I caught that upriver. My PB for a blue cat is 46 pounds. I also caught that upriver. I have caught a fish, a bunch of fish under 10 pounds. I've got a teener, a bunch of teeners. I've got a 20 pounder under my belt. I've got one 30 pounder and a couple, I think 3 40 pounders. So the next step up that rung is a 50, of course. So tonight we're hoping to pull in a 50, maybe 60. I would love for it to be a flathead, but I don't think that's going to happen. But we'll see. You never know. I'm going to tighten this line. This one got real slack for some reason. I think that particular one has only got a 2 ounce weight on it. And I think the current is a little, the undercurrent is a little stronger than I had anticipated. But I'll stay alive for about another 12 minutes, and then we're going to pop over to Jody's channel and see what we can do, see if we can get any fish there tonight. I'm pretty confident. I'm feeling confident about tonight. We've got a good selection of bait. I think the water temperature is good. I know they're out here, so the question is dragging or anchored. I mean, I can't really drag. The only thing I can do, I guess I could. I am running out of dragging weights, though. But I'm just going to anchor tonight and hope we can pull in a couple of big ones. I'm going to start at this spot and stay here for, I don't know, maybe the first half hour. And then I'm going to move up around that bend. There's some channel markers there. There's some structure up there. I know there's a big cat up there because that's where they released that 50. So we'll go up there and we'll give that a shot. And then I'm going to go around the bend just before 295. There's a pier up on the right-hand side. I'm going to anchor up there near the entrance to that little creek mouth right there and see if there's no flatheads underneath that pier. I hear there's some big ones. My wife has tried to pull in a couple of them. She didn't realize they were on the hook until they got to the surface of the water, and then when they saw her, they shook their head and dove right back down, so they popped off. But so I know they're over there, and then the guy that was at the dock with us that night said he's pulled out a couple of really good flatheads from that area. So we'll give it a shot. We'll see what happens. Sorry, I'm trying to check my AirPods and see how much battery life they have, so I can use them for tonight's challenge. But I'll check them on a little bit. Still got 5 awesome people in here. Hope everybody pops over to Jody's channel here in about 30-40 minutes to watch the challenge. I think the water temperature is right. I think it's going to be a good show tonight. I know I'm going to put some heavier weights on that. On that right there. It's real slack. And the Hellcat's real slack too. Right there. Excuse me. I think I'll turn my camera back around for Jody's. I think the picture was a bit wider. Could be wrong. We'll see. Looks like number 3 is like straight underneath me, which it wasn't earlier. I'm wondering if the tide hasn't changed. I'll have to check the tides before I jump into Jody's. I feel like the back end of my boat's swinging around. Yep, the tide has shifted. Sorry. The tide has shifted. It's going back upriver. The tide's coming in now. That's what my this line is. Number 3 is straight down. That's right here. Number 4 keeps getting slack. Number 2 is real tight because it's dragging that weight across the bottom as the boat end moves around. Either that or I got a fish on there. I don't know. Let me check it. think I do. No, I don't have fish on here. Sorry, I'm trying to get on my lines. The boat shifted, so I'm actually going to turn it around or turn the boat on and pull it farther to shore. Closer to the bank. I'm sitting right out in the channel right now. All right, sorry about that, folks. Oh, got 8 people watching. Thank you all so much for joining us. I'm going to end this live in about 2 minutes so I can jump over to Jody's channel so we can do Pontoon Jody's Flathead Challenge tonight. Wish me luck. Like I said, it's the 3rd time that TSW's entered this challenge, and hopefully this will be the 3rd win we will have. That's the hope. So, man, the back end of my boat is, I'm like right on the middle of the channel. I'm going to pull my boat back in and reposition my anchor. Butterflies and sunshine. You never know about those flatheads. Gonna get ready to sign into Jody. See you in a bit. All right. Hey, Alvin. Thanks for coming in. You jumped in right at the end. Getting ready to jump out of here and go get in Jody's channel so we can fish Flathead Jody. Oops. Pontoon Jody's Flathead Challenge tonight. So we'll be over on her channel. Yeah, those flatheads, they can surprise you. I'd love to pull one in, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, but my back end of my boat is swinging around, so and I only have the one anchor, so I'm gonna have to reposition that. But thank you all so much for coming in. We really appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the show. Sorry I didn't bring in any fish, but hopefully that's going to change. So jump on over to Pontoon Jody's channel. Flathead Challenge will be going from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. And hope to see you all there. Thanks a lot. Have a wonderful weekend.